Hello, it's Diane, and I have 6 traveler's notebooks to put in my shop, and I thought I would share them with you, let you see what they are, what they look like. I took the supplies with me on vacation, and my vacation just consisted of staying in a hotel to have time to read and think and pray and just have no responsibilities for a while, which I really needed. And I took some craft supplies. Mostly I did some collages, and I'll share them with you too, but I also took supplies to make some traveler's notebook inserts. There's no sewing, there's no inking or stamping, but I glued a lot of embellishments in, and there are lots of journaling cards and things like that. So they're simple but still embellished, and I will include some extra supplies with each journal. I don't have those gathered up yet, so I can't even tell you what they will be, but there will be some tags and probably some leftovers of these papers, of the papers that I used, so that you can make embellishments, and there will be other things also. So let's just get started, because I have 6 to show you. They all pretty much follow the same blueprint, so to speak, and pretty much using up some stash. Although while I was up there, I went to Michael's and I bought this pad of floral paper. So I used 2 sheets. Nope, 3. I used 3 sheets. But the insides are all using up the stash kind of thing. So this one, I love this black paper with the beautiful vintage looking painted flowers that were just kind of hanging down, and then they gradually decrease with these blue morning glories. Of course, I had to cut off the bottom part of the paper. Now this paper, I noticed one of them, I think it might have been this one, before I sewed them together, I noticed that the paper was cracking where I had folded it. So for these 3, I did glue on some reinforcement paper. I just used a Tim Holtz word chipboard phrase here, follow your heart. So this one is called Follow Your Heart. Excuse me. There's a book plate from a Reader's Digest here. There's a pocket here. Each one of them has a pocket that goes right across the front, from the front to the back. Well, some of them are divided because I had trouble folding them and not buckling, so then I started cutting them in half. But there's a pocket front and back. So here, and each one has a tag in the front with seam binding and one of my florist tags. So here we just have a journaling card you can write on here, and a little piece of ledger paper that you can write on. There's a little ticket there that says special moment. Now I used some book pages. In 3 of them I used book pages from a book about dance. So this looks like they're from the, oh, this says 1928. I thought her skirt was kind of short for 1928. But anyway, 3 of the books have pages from the dance book, and 3 of them have pages from a book that was, I think it was written in the 60s, and it was for adolescent girls, and it's called A New You or something like that. I'll explain that when you see it. So here's a circle cut from wallpaper. This is from the dance book. A little journaling card, and another one here. A little glassine bag and a tag. And this is from a flow book. So I used a lot of these punch out tags, these perforated tags that are from the flow book. And they just have some inspirational quotes on them. Here's a piece of the vintage large grid paper, little place up there for journaling. Each one has a vellum quote paper clipped to it. This is from a vintage calendar. It was an opera calendar. I glued this arrow on here. And this was just text, so I glued some journaling cards and embellished with some washi tape. Pink notebook paper. I will cherish this moment forever. Here's just a small piece of paper with a little journaling card as a tuck spot. And then this, I think this is from the shop, the digital shop, Country at Heart. I love their things. Country farmhouse, shabby chic, all mixed together there. It's a little journaling card that you can write on, and just a plain manila tag. Some more washi tape and some punch outs that I embellished with here. It was kind of fun just having limited supplies, whatever I took with me. And this is from the opera calendar. It's just one of the pages. Little tag glued on. Little, this is from a stamp collector. A vellum envelope with a card inside, and a set of, these are just punch out tickets and a journaling spot. And there's a journaling card paper clipped on there. I used Tim Holtz lady here. I had her sitting on this journaling block, and then I thought her elbow needed something to rest on, so I put this arrow there for her to rest her elbow on. There's a pocket here. This pocket is made from the Tim Holtz wallpaper. The cardstock pieces that look like and kind of feel like wallpaper. They're a little bit textured, and I love them. Some journaling cards inside, and then this pocket with another florist card, and just a little tag to write on. Each one is tied with seam binding. So this one is Follow Your Heart. Then we have Heart and Soul. I love the colors on this one too. Purple seam binding. Again, the tag and the florist tag. This was the book about dance. This one has an envelope with a tag inside. A couple of embellishments glued on. And this is from a address book, a vintage address book that I had gotten at a flea market. And so it has room for the address and also birthday, anniversary, and all that. So it's a good journaling page. This is from a teacher's book. It's not vintage, I don't think. I did get it I got it at the Salvation Army, but I don't think it's vintage. There's the vellum quote. Here's the short page. It's got a couple of, I think these are Seven Gypsies tickets, and one of the flow tags. In the center, I just left the string long and tied it in a bow. I paper clipped that right shut there. Binding is reserved for those who search. It's an vellum envelope with a journaling card inside and some journaling cards here. There's a little Tim Holtz girl there holding the flag. I got another package of the Tim Holtz paper dolls while I was away, because what I could see in the front, they were all different from what I had. But so I thought he put out a new set. But when I got to the hotel and I opened them up and looked at them, there were quite a few different ones, but there were a lot that were the same too. But oh well. I love those ranunculus. Heart and Soul. This one is called Noted. I love this cardstock. Looks like a ledger. Again, pretty much the same setup. And this one is A New You book. So it's got the 1960s illustrations, and it was a whole book about, you know, grooming and manners and things like that. You know, how to dress for your body type, and it had exercises in it. It was a book for young teenage girls. But I love the illustrations. There's a piece of wallpaper. A New You, is that what I said? The book is called A New You. I don't remember if that's what I said. The vellum quote. Vellum envelope. I like the tag that's in here. This is the stamp collector's envelope again. The stamp collector's envelopes actually came from my mother. She gave me all of her loose stamps. I think she still has her albums, but they're in storage. This is the vintage calendar page about the opera. This is just a card that I had stamped. Some more washi tape and little Tim Holtz girls. This was just a cutout from my Cricut. I used it to frame her there. Again, the Tim Holtz wallpaper, and then this is just a little border piece that I put on there. So this one is called Noted. When I put these in my shop, I'll probably just put in just a picture of the front, and then if they don't sell today, then whatever doesn't sell today, I'll add more pictures to. But I'm hoping that the video will just sell them, so that it takes a lot of time to do a lot of information in the listing, but I will certainly do that if they don't sell right away. So I'm just hoping you're going to see what you like here and go right to my shop and pick it up. There's a little tag in there. This is the book about dance. This one has some tickets and a flow card. Laugh a Little or a Lot, Julia Childs. This one has an interesting little tag here that was cut with my Cricut. There's a card inside. The wallpaper collection paper. This is a Tim Holtz card. Shine Brightly. I don't think I said the name of it because it's gold foil. I thought that was a good one for it. It looks like a doily. And then we have, this one doesn't have words on the front, but it's got this journaling card thing, and it's, I'm going to call this one Iris, because it's covered in beautiful irises, and it's got a purple background, so it's got a purple ribbon. This is a printout, digital printout from Nick the Booksmith, and it's got some torn paper and a butterfly on the pocket. Again, this is, most of the little pieces of ledger that are in the front here are folded. I don't know if, I think they all are, but I forgot to tell you that. This is the title page of The New You, The Art of Grooming. Wallpaper circle here. There's a tag in there. I glued this on. Again, this is from Country at Heart. This is a piece of washi tape. It says, "Fill your heart with love and flowers." I think this picture here, I think it's funny, is advising you not to go to the football game all dressed up. Because they're all having fun, waving their flags and cheering, and she's worried about the wind blowing her hair and her dress and her earrings, and she looks uncomfortable. There's a little card in there. You are of the highest quality. Again, a Tim Holtz wallpaper sheet and a border that I just glued on. So this one is Iris. And then this one will just be pink floral. It's a Prima paper, double-sided. I think this is the only one that was double-sided. And again, it's got one of the chipboard. I peeled the chipboard pieces, but you can write whatever title you want in there. This paper is doubled. Wallpaper circle here. And there's a little tag in there. So it's pretty much the same as, this one has tabs and this one has tabs. I think only two of them have tabs. Country at Heart, because that's all the tabs I had with me. There's exercises in that A New You book. This one has an interesting shaped tag also that I made with my Cricut. And there's another cricket cutout that I framed her with. This one has, I think each of these wallpaper pockets has 3 journaling cards in them. And I thought this border, I've had this border for a long time, and I thought it was perfect with that wallpaper. This one has tulips. I love tulips. Alright, so we have pink floral, we have iris, shine brightly, noted, heart and soul, and follow your heart. And they will be in my shop by the time this video is up. Thank you so much. The shop is open. I see I've already gotten a couple of orders since I opened my shop last night, so that's wonderful. Thanks for coming back, and I will be back soon with some more goodies to show you. Bye bye.